I mean, I've seen plenty of meteor showers. I haven't heard
They
any
don't
noises
typically
from
make
them.
noise, do they?
No. Objection!
You were photographing shooting stars? That's a lie.
Photography? Says who?
That's me.
Also, who the heck says photography?
I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. Oh, she's kind of stupid, huh?
Don't you know stars are up in the sky? Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
You keep saying photographs and photos. I'm getting confused. Well then, what exactly was she photographing? Show evidence!
Your Honor, take a look at this photograph.
Yeah!
Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
Why are you saying I can't with this guy?
What's this? A newspaper article? I think he's saying photograph. Quite right. Gordy? Ah, sighting at Gourd Lake.
Well, Miss Hart,
I never heard of no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
I don't know, that seems kind of hard to prove.
Wait, what do we have? What do we have? I'm pretty sure we got proof.
Let's see. Well, we can get more details on this. Otherwise, I think the camera itself might actually, this is the loud noise
When a
part,
loud noise is detected.
which is supposedly indicative of that.
I have proof.
I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Here's proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster.
Thanks for saying my line, Judge.
Photograph.
The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera.
Yeah.
Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises,
Why?
correct?
Hello.
Thus, this photograph here, taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Wow. He's a liar, wow.
Order! I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart? You were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart?
No, only the handsome ones.
Dang. So smart, boy. I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart? Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony. Again. Right. Fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. Has to. I'm gonna spot it.
Heck yeah.
Lotta's new testimony.
The like third or fourth one. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university. Whoops, I lied. I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked right straight out at that lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched that boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
I think that's how the saying goes.
Maybe that's how it goes in America.
You mean Japanifornia?
Sure.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she is a research student or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There's no need to waste more of our precious time with another pointless cross-examination.
I don't think so.
I claim the defense is right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Von Karma's up to something, I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... why? Is there a contradiction?
You may begin the cross-examination. You go, my son. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
I have many things in my mind, but sure is not one of them.
Ugh, that would be a first.
Haha, very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance, for some reason, at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
It's almost like he's had to revise her testimony multiple times now.
There's no problem with the testimony this time. We will let the witness leave.
You'll let the witness.
What the witness? I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Alright, it's do or die time.
Oh my gosh.
This important? I don't really think
not
so.
really.
This important?
I don't think
We only get
so.
one. We only get one chance, right?
Oh,
Oh no.
we have 4 lives.
Well, yeah. I mean, one chance, unless yeah.
Is this
Okay,
important?
yeah, sure. I mean,
Yeah, it seems okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't believe that.
I want to press that. You heard a first bang and then you saw the gunshot.
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but sounded like a gunshot.
No,
It was a lot sharper a sound than I would have expected.
Interesting. Wasn't much else to look at, so watched the boat the whole time.
Sure.
And I saw a flash near one of the men's hands.
Another gunshot. Press.
Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time?
Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so. Nope. The lake was smooth as glass, and nobody was on the shore neither.
I'd better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. Won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. Has to be something. Alright, now we looped. So what do we want to
Wasn't much
do?
else to look at. Why though? Should we press that? Let's press
Sure. There wasn't much else to look at.
it. Yep.
I don't know. She heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there. Kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What? What did I do now? What are you giving me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there.
So when Phoenix says something like that, that's usually a pretty clear indicator to present something.
Yeah.
Let's
Watch
see.
the boat the whole time.
What are we gonna do?
I feel like the single bullet has to tie into this, but it looks like we're focusing more on the whole Gordy thing. So do we present the article again?
What do you want to do?
Do we present the article again? Or the camera?
I mean, I think both would probably be similar.
Alright, let's try the article.
Oh,
Well, the
Music
music
stopped
stopped,
after
so
work.
that's usually
Yeah.
a good sign.
Yippee!
Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. It was the only thing out there. Any normal person be looking at it.
I agree any normal person would.
What's
But
that
you are
supposed to
far
mean?
from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought. Oh, she's such a liar.
Order! Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well,
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
how many felonies is this lady gonna commit by lying under oath today?
it's just
Like,
perjury, man. Everyone
How
gets
many?
that.
She's committed perjury like 5 or 6 times already.
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching that boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got the photograph, you got proof.
Still, we can't see who is shooting who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo and
Witness, that's enough. You had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
What was she gonna say? Took the photo and what? Wait a second.
She even had a photograph to prove it.
You really can't tell the photo who was shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said it'll drop the quality a mite, but should let us see who's who.
I think if you enlarged this photo, I don't think that would work like that.
this is like the thing in like
Enhance.
top
Enhance.
TV show. Enhance.
Computer. Enhance.
Enhance.
She enlarged that photo.
Takes like an 8-bit game and you
Honestly.
zoom in and it becomes 4K HD. Like,
Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? Let's just wait it out.
Make her show the enlargement!
Okay,
That's
okay,
what
fine.
That's what she said.
Miss Hart, look at this photograph. Again. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Well, wait, you pronounced it properly the first time. Why'd you switch it up?
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place. You old fool.
Oh, wow,
Oh,
maybe
shit.
the karma's kind of corrupt, wow.
Oh my goodness, withholding evidence.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? I'm beginning to figure out how you got a 40-year winning streak.
Miss Hart,
You cheated.
show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
Music time.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
The music's going crazy! Objection! Denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court, and maybe I'll show.
No.
I'm not gonna.
No.
No. No.
Here it is. Ooh.
How convenient.
I know, right?
But I do see the contradiction.
We still cannot see who is
Firing in this. That's his left hand.
Wow. That's such a good observation.
It could be this hand.
Yeah.
maybe.
There
it's
we
not.
go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Not his word.
Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Lake photo added to the court record.
Just out of curiosity, Karma. You're snapping with your left hand right now. That shows that you have left hand dominance.
Happy now, Mr. Wright.
That's kind of crazy.
Huh, there has to be something.
You asked for the enlargements? You got the enlargement.
Wait!
And little good
Wait.
it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
They said
Yeah.
they said the hold on, I'm going Giga Brain right now. They said the case was going cold and that the guy was probably like in his 50s or something.
Yeah.
Who did it, right?
Well, they didn't say it was this guy. They said it was the suspect.
I know they're saying the suspect was like 50 years old, but this guy,
Is significantly older than 50, I think.
Yeah,
but
he's like 300 at least.
Oh.
He's a vampire.
Oh yeah, he's
Oh,
65.
65.
Yeah. He's old.
but it's been like however many years since the. I don't know, man.
I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
know. I'm just saying, if it ends up being him.
I don't think in this context that would make sense.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination.
Is over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything else of note to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began.
Good, so you can
Thank
shut
you,
up for the rest of it.
Excuse me?
That
Decisive evidence.
was a joke.
That was really mean, actually. You should apologize. That was
I'm
very,
sorry.
very hurtful.
I'm sorry.
A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. Has to be a clue in the photo, somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do?
No other evidence.
I'm gonna show other
Yeah.
evidence.
The gun. The gun.
Your Honor, this evidence.
I believe We have spent enough time talking about evidence.
Why do you want Edgeworth to die so bad, Karma?
He just wants to win, man.
Crazy. A man's life is on the line. A really cool man. Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence but this enlargement. I see. Okay, so I guess I see no point in retracing our steps, even though it's a new piece of evidence.
Oh, this is bad, real bad. What should I do?
Oh my gosh. We can't object to it because it's good evidence.
Are you sure? Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was gonna. Alright. What might that be?
Oh, I really want to know too.
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean about this photo is strange.
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show you what's strange about this photo.
I'll show
Now
you.
I'll show you.
Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
We got him.
The hand?
Take them away, toys.
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you.
I'll show you.
Now I'll show you.
Chaos control.
Points the gun right at him.
The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth.
Yay!
Now that everyone in the courtroom is quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
that was pretty sick.
I know.
You have given us
Yeah.
definitive proof today.
Was pretty good.
We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. Oh, frick, they're on to me. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Well, that's not really this court's
Precisely.
okay.
What? Sorry, were you saying something?
I mean, really, we're just here to establish if Edgeworth did
Wait
it.
a minute.
That sounds like the police's job to find out who
What
actually
if the
did
one
it.
who did it was the same one that killed Edgeworth's dad?
As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night.
The tall, bald man.
Who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
Larry?
Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Oh no.
I will
But,
say,
I
so
mean-
so when the exclamation points appear up there, that usually is what indicates that your choice will penalize you
Yeah.
for joking around, so...
Oh, frick. Okay.
I mean, honestly, all three of those could be right.
It was
Actually,
Larry Butts, Your Honor.
Now that you say it, that would be so funny if it circled back around to Larry actually becoming a murderer. That'd be insane.
But they did drop. Edgeworth did say that he figured that he shot himself. So I feel like that's the way that it's gonna try to steer us. Unless.
Hey, you go with
Are we-
whatever your heart desires.
Yes.
Whatever your
Yes.
heart desires.
Whatever your Miss
Whatever
Heart
your
desires.
heart desires.
I don't
That's
think she
crazy.
could do that from the shore,
No, I
to
don't
be
think
honest.
so either.
Be a
And I
sniper.
I really doubt it was Larry. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Yeah,
if
but
it was
remember,
Larry.
it was Miles Edgeworth was saying earlier
Yeah,
It could have been a.
that's
yeah.
what I'm saying. So I'm thinking,
There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Oh, suicide, wow. Order, order! So, you're saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Really?
No!
Oh.
Suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? Heh, that's 3 feet. You know, 'cause we're not all Canadian.
Right.
There is no way it could have been suicide.
I mean, he could just have really long arms.
or what if he was like, "Yo, check out this sick trick," and he like kick flipped it, and then it just went off in
Yeah,
the
it could
air.
happen.
Order, order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course, I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
The
Oh, I'm
autopsy
sure.
report updated.
Sure, you did.
See. Very well. Allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. Though it made no sense. However, the prints on the gun reveal that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. You know, I think Edgeworth might be a Rakshasa.
What?
Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. I am quite discombobulated. Court orders the defense and the
Really?
prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
That's dad to you.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Bang. December 26th, 1:15 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 2. Oh, that was a close one.
Edgeworth.
Hey, buddy, old pal o' mine, Edgeworth. How's it going? You don't have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Yet.
But
It
you
will
also
happen.
have yet to be declared guilty.
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If you didn't commit suicide, then who? I mean, the shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I was just kidding around, man. Why so serious? Jeez.
Huh.
Look, I'm gonna go check on Maya.
Oh. Right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Come on, Edgeworth. You can do it. I believe in you.
Tell her to watch what she says in court.
Okay.
That's all.
He was so close to a thank you.
So close.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edgeworth. Jerk. Jerky McJerk face. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter, so the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Because she actually made up the whole thing, pretty much.
She really did. She was lying
Yeah.
so much.
To be continued. Yeah, no, she really just had very little of import to actually say.
She wasn't even like hardly a
She
witness at
was
all.
there. She had binoculars.
She heard some
picture was
stuff
taken.
and then wanted to be a witness to a crime.
Yep. Yep.
But regardless, that's all for these what is likely episodes, 2 of them, because we're at an hour in the recording, and I don't think
Oh,
that would be very good.
dang.
So I hope you
Dang.
enjoyed these episodes, and hopefully I found a good spot to split that. But oh well, we'll figure that out later, I guess, or I will, I guess I
Don't
should
forget
say.
to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah,
And
do all
also hit
3
the
of them in that
notification
order.
bell. Yeah, in that order. You should comment and tell us what do you think is going to happen if you haven't watched this, played through this game before. Where do we go from here?
I hope we go to the moon.
We're going
All
to the moon.
we always go to the moon. All roads end at the moon.
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard of a guy who pissed on the moon.
What?
Oh,